this is going to be a video for the sign of Cancer, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. Just kind of trying to shuffle the decks here. Cancerians. You guys are quiet. Watch the amount of caffeine, the amount of caffeine that you're consuming. Okay, so we have Strength card. So you guys could be wrestling something, mulling something over, thinking about something, trying to tame something, or you just need strength to get through a situation, especially with the Star card here. You could be connecting with somebody with strong Aquarius in their chart, or you're connecting with other people around you, or you've gone through some type of like deep personal healing. And it's like you're trying to like keep that balance. So you could be receiving clarity from an earth sign, Capricorn energy, who you've been maybe I don't know. Hold on. Like, if you think something's bad for you, you're going to get clarity, and it's going to validate your feeling. Like, it's going to validate your intuition. But your intuition's going to give you some type of, like, insight to something, Cancer. These cards. So you might not see this coming, to be completely honest with you. You might not see whatever this is coming towards you, and I can't recall which sign I just did that had kind of a similar message. So this is like being able to balance yourself in the midst of like chaos, in my personal opinion, as like as a reader of these cards. Like, this is like being able to find clarity, and it's enough clarity that gives you peace, that gives you balance, that allows you to move forward with something. It could have to do with an emotional connection, and it's taking time to balance out. There's like truths that need to be revealed, that need to come to the surface, and I feel like you might be struggling, or you need a lot of strength to kind of like mentally deal with this. So you have the Four of Swords, so it's very spiritual. So it's like having the strength to go within to find the solution to your answers. Could be connecting again with an earth sign, King of Pentacles here. You might need to ground something, invest time in something. You could be stepping into abundance. But they're saying, like, you're going to get something, some type of clarity. You're going to need to use your intuition towards whatever this is. But see, you have all the tools that are necessary to figure this out. You could be connecting again with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But it's like this Aquarian energy, or whoever's in Aquarius energy, it's like they need strength to have this come out or something. But I don't think that you necessarily have like any idea that this is happening, because I feel like this is all being orchestrated for you. Like, we could also have an earth sign here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, feminine, masculine. who went through a very deep spiritual healing process that they needed to have a lot of strength to go through. They needed to have a lot of endurance to go through, had to be able to ground something within themselves. But this person's using their intuition, or you're using your intuition when it comes to something, and there's patience that's required for something to be like illuminated. But you have very spiritual cards here, like the Star card, the Temperance, and the High Priestess all out for me. It's like very, very spiritual. And then you have the Magician. Again, very spiritual in my mind, and from my perspective here with the Magician card. It's like recognizing that you have all the tools that are necessary, all the things that you need in place in order to make something successful, to ground something, and to really like go after what it is that you've been soul searching about, or what it is that you've been like healing about. Like it's like stepping out of this phase and coming straight into like this Magician energy, like the Star and the Magician. And it's like having everything that you need, the confidence and everything to kind of like ground something. But there was strength that was needed to overcome some type of a situation. Could have been connecting with a fire sign. But you need to use your intuition about this person. They might not be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but they're coming in as earth energy. So you could be like minding your own business and somebody kind of like comes forward and they want to like ground a situation with you. You have the Eight of Swords, so it's like not knowing. It's like kind of being stuck in those illusions, kind of being stuck like holding yourself back from something, not wanting to see the truth in a situation, not wanting to put time into something, not wanting to focus on something here. It's like you can get yourself out of a situation, you just don't want to. See, yeah, Five of Wands, like whatever this King of Pentacles energy is, or whoever this King of Pentacles energy is, it's like they're having a hard time coming out of like conflict within themselves. And you have the Page of Pentacles. So it's like there's an energy that's just kind of like, I'm just gonna do what I need to do. And see, this is like completely separate than the other energies that I've been reading, so it's kind of like refreshing. This is a completely different line of energy that's coming through now. So Cancer, I'm having a hard time like connecting with you guys right now. Like you guys are like very quiet. Like your energy is very quiet for me. I also don't have a lot of Cancer in my chart, but I don't have a lot of water in. Oh, that's not that. I do have water in my chart, but you could even be seeing like something for what it is, like having the strength to see like the truth for what it is. Like you might not have wanted to see like the truth of a situation, and now it's like you're being presented with this truth after taking some time out. You could also be taking time out and it's like this earth sign is kind of like lingering in your energy, or this is the energy. See, like I'm very frustrated, I'm very antsy. And see, this is like very intriguing to me, like as a reader, because I'm like, why is this so frustrating for me to read? And it's not like I typically have issues reading Cancerian energies, but it's like something is very frustrating to read about this energy. Like, shit, man, it makes me want to just like move on to the next sign. It's only been like 9 minutes. But it's like I'm so frustrated, like I could literally like burst out into tears. Like I don't know what this means. Like, oof. And then like I'm getting itchy, like what the hell? Yeah, Mother of Swords in reverse. Like, not... Yeah, see, there was something that you walked away from. You're like, I'm not putting time into this. Like, I am eliminating this out of my situation here. Like, I am going to just focus on myself, recognizing your self-worth. Like, I don't know if you've been stuck on somebody for a period of time, but you gotta let this person go. Like, you really gotta let this person go. Cause see, like, it's like confliction over like nothing. Like, there's no groundedness. There's no opportunity that's like really coming through. It's like this person's just holding themselves back. Even though that there's clarity with the Ace of Swords, it's like, I see like two different things. It's like needing strength to overcome a situation because you see the truth about something, knowing that you have all the tools to make something happen, but not wanting to take action towards it. So you could be stuck in a cycle, or the person that you're connecting with is stuck in a cycle. And it's like, this person's not willing to make any moves. Like, they're not willing to walk away and find their happiness. They're not done putting in time to like some type of a cycle. And I hate to like kind of deliver that type of a message, but it's like, and see, like, all that frustration just left. But it's like this person's like not willing to see something, even though they have the ability to see it. So it's like you could be connecting with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, could be a masculine energy. Let me clear that energy and just kind of go somewhere else with this, because I'm not feeling it. Yeah, Five of Swords to the Mother of Wands. It's like, you're not dealing with this bullshit, whatever this is. You're not dealing with it. And I feel like it just kind of took a turn. Like, the energy just went, whoop, took a turn. Because, like, you're minding your own business, and you're like, I don't have time for this shit. Holding yourself, like, why are you holding yourself back? Or who is holding themselves back? Like, why? Like, you have all the tools that are necessary to do something. But see, somebody's just not willing to put it in action. Because, like, the Page of Pentacles, for me, yes, it's the beginning of something that could be stable, but it's like the Page of Pentacles, like, it's like the Knight of Pentacles. Like, it doesn't really go anywhere. And for this situation, as I'm reading it, it's like this person is the King of Pentacles, but they're in the Eight of Swords, Page of Pentacles. So it's like, like, I don't know how else to do this. Like, honestly, I'm just gonna wipe the board, and I'm going to, because this energy is like pissing me off, like, and I'm just gonna pull like a whole series of new cards here, because this energy is just like not typical Cancer. Like, I'm just like not into this. Like, I don't like feeling frustrated when I'm trying to read cards. Like, it's not the type of energy here. Like, I'm itchy, I'm uncomfortable, like, I'm angry, and I'm like, whoa, hang on a second. That Eight of Cups, again, Cancer. Walking away from what no longer serves you. Going for that Ten of Cups. Now, the Eight of Cups isn't always, like, sad or, like, lonely or anything like that. It's just knowing that you deserve more. Knowing that you're not emotionally content in the situation that you're in. And knowing that you can get to emotional contentment by moving forward. You're like, you know what, this Eight of Cups, like, it's cool and all, but it's not fulfilling me emotionally. It's not giving me what I'm looking for in the long run. And so you're turning around, and it's kind of like you're stepping into this, like, Aries type of Aquarian energy of the magician, and you're like, I have all the tools necessary to manifest something new, and I'm gonna put in the time to do it. So, and it could have to do with an emotional connection. It's like you're manifesting a more fulfilling emotional connection because you're like, you have the Eight of Cups and you want the other two. You're not happy with just the Eight of Cups. Like, yeah, like that's contentment. That's, you know, I hate to say it, but it's average. But it's like you could have more than that. And I think that you're recognizing it and you're going after it. And you're like, you know what? I'm going to manifest a happy, emotional, fulfilling connection that serves me and that makes me better. Nine of Wands, releasing all that no longer serves you, because it's like that wounded warrior type of energy. Like you've been through a lot of shit and it's like you're tired of feeling left out in the cold. You're tired of feeling like you missed out on opportunities. It's like you're done feeling like you missed out on an emotional connection that could have been fulfilling. It's like you're done with it. You're grounding the situation, you're going after something, and it's like you're doing it very stable and very structured and very consistent. And it's like the Wheel of Fortune being on your side. Like once you recognize that this is no, like that you're not being fulfilled, it's like Wheel of Fortune moving in your favor, where it's like, yeah, like you just didn't feel fulfilled. Like you have the Four of Cups, like it wasn't a connection, or the connections that you were being presented to, like they weren't fulfilling enough. Like it wasn't, like, yeah, they were good connections, like don't get me wrong, but it wasn't exactly what your heart is craving. You know what I mean? So you're starting the foundation of something new. It's like you're taking what you've learned from a situation, putting it in your pocket, and moving towards more stability. And then you have the Star card here. So it's healing this. It's like being able to go within and recognize within yourself the parts of yourself that are in these emotional connections that are not fulfilling, so that you can fix that within yourself, so that you don't keep mirroring it and then like attracting it back to you. So then you have the Ace of Wands. So it's like I feel like you're going to step right into passion. It's like you're walking away from something that isn't fulfilling you, but then you're stepping into something that is extremely passionate, that is fulfilling to you. Whether it just be like a burst of energy, something creative, could be a job opportunity, but with this passion I feel more of like connection type of deal. But it's like there was a higher reason for, like, there's a lesson in this. And I know that this is kind of like cryptic, but Cancer is kind of split into two reads, because the first energy I just was not having it. Like, no. Like, that was, like, way, like, really heavy and, like, not easy to read. I don't know. It might be connected, but who knows. We have the Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups. So you don't really see this clearly right now, but I feel like you're going to take some time out, you're going to reflect, and you're going to be able to see, like, the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups in the situation, because not only are you learning what actually fulfills you emotionally, but you're learning, like, how to balance, like, self-love and relationships with other people. Like, you're learning equal give and take. Like, you're recognizing what connections drain you and what connections build you up. And there's a massive difference between those two, because when you're really sensitive in general, and, like, you know, being a water signs are usually pretty sensitive. Like, if you're exhausted after every time you hang out with somebody, like, emotionally exhausted, like, you're like, I gotta go take a nap to, like, just reset myself, like, you're recognizing, like, maybe this isn't fulfilling to me. Like, you're recognizing that there are connections out there that are more fulfilling, that build you up and don't take away that energy, that don't leave you exhausted, that fill you up and make you feel recharged, like, give you energy to do stuff. So I feel like you're in that process right now. So let me get an advice card here. So yeah, you have the Ten of Cups that actually flipped over for your advice. So that's really interesting. So it's like finding that fulfillment, like what makes you happy? What brings you emotional fulfillment? You have the Six of Cups. So learning how to balance the roots that you've planted and the seeds that have already started to grow. You know? You're also in the process of, like, balancing out, like, your thoughts. So you have the Empress too for advice. So self-empowerment, like, step into your power, like, let your feminine energy shine. Like, and this could be for masculines too, like step into your feminine energy a little bit, like get in touch with your emotions a little bit more. Step out of that action taking role and maybe take a step back and just really feel. That might be harder for others to do, but you know, it's like, this is also memories from the past too. You could actually have a mother figure, or your mother, or a mother figure, mother role, somebody come in from the past who also brings healing to a situation. So you could maybe have a therapist, or you have a mother figure, or somebody who you're close to who you look at as a mother figure. This person can also be bringing you healing as well, like memories from the past or energies from the past that are very healing and fulfilling. But there's like a lot of love here. But with this Ace of Cups, and especially with the Empress coming out as advice, definitely prioritize self-love right now, and make sure that you're putting yourself first no matter what connection you're in. Like, I know people might argue and say like, oh, you know, like whatever, but this is only from me, okay, from my personal experiences. Like, if you don't love yourself, how do you expect to love another person? So if you don't take care of yourself, how do you expect to take care of another person? You see what I'm saying? It's kind of like that whole metaphor or whatever people say about being in an airplane, and it's like you got to put your mask on first before you can help somebody else put their mask on. So I don't know, keep that in mind. So sorry about the first part of the reading. Maybe it'll make sense to some of you, but I appreciate you guys sticking around for the second part of the reading, and the second energy that kind of came through is a lot more positive. I wish you guys the best. I hope that these messages helped, and I will be back soon to finish off, I believe, the fire sign. So anyway, take care.